Everybody, this is Grace. In this video, I want to talk about something I don't think I've mentioned on this channel. This is not my original channel, by the way. It's one of my newer ones. But I'm seeing this a lot, and I don't think that, I don't know if people know it and they just keep doing it like rebellious or whatever. But it involves YouTube community guidelines and how they're doing strikes different. I don't work for them. I'm not affiliated, but I don't work for them. I'm just another YouTube content creator, and I've been reading and watching videos on this topic and reading things about this topic, and I see people continuing to do it, and like I said, like in a rebellious way, or they just don't know, don't care, whatever it is. But there's a lot of things I've seen that people, they're doing, and they're saying they're going to continue to do. It's like they're challenging, YouTube or something. All this is just my opinion. I could be wrong. The one size doesn't fit all anyway. Read the disclaimer in the description box below this video on YouTube. So yeah, I like to be able to read it right off of YouTube's community guidelines. I think you can search just YouTube community guidelines and see what I'm talking about. But I don't have access out here to the internet. I just found out. I did earlier. I don't know what happened to it. But yeah, it just kind of poof, went away. But not access on my iPad that I had brought on purpose to be able to read directly from their website. But this one is about, I think it's under cyberbullying. Yeah, I believe it's under cyberbullying and something else. It's one title for, I think it's hate speech and cyberbullying, and then you can read that part and then click learn more, and then it gives examples. Okay, it gives some examples. Now examples that word examples or such as doesn't mean that's all. That's all you have to read. These are just some examples. There are other things that can happen that you can do that they give you a strike for or whatever. Yeah, but one of them, I can't say it verbatim, but it talks about, it mentions that you can't make a video just to, or comments even, I think, anything on YouTube platform that's just to humiliate another person. Okay? Like, I see this quite often. Some people call them parodies, but what they're trying to do is to humiliate another YouTube content creator, or more than one, several. Humiliation, that it mentions that word, humiliation or humiliate, one of the two. People want to call it a parody as if that excuses it. Really, seriously, I know a lot of people are saying things like that, like a parody. If they do it as a parody, there can be no consequences. Seriously, study up on parodies. What is a parody? Is it humiliating someone, calling them liars, cheats, whatever? Whatever they want to call them. I mean, I might not agree with what the person they're making it on. I might not agree with that person, but really check it out. Don't just assume that you can say and do anything you want to. On this platform, I don't make the rules. I don't make the laws. Okay, it's just something I've been seeing, and I've seen people say they're going to continue to do it no matter what. With that kind of mentality, that kind of attitude. That's too rebellious teenager to me. Is it even good for you to have that attitude as an adult, for one thing, and just to have that attitude all around, or in this situation where YouTube has its guidelines? Then they can strike and they can take your channel away after 3 strikes. Yeah, they can totally take the channel. But people are wanting to rebel. Why? Anything you do in life, it has rules and regulations, pretty much. I can't think of any exception. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Things that you do at your job or wherever. Yeah. Like this, are you going to go to your job, your place of employment, and in front of all these other people do a parody on, say, your boss, or just say on one of your coworkers, and think that everybody's going to think it's funny? What would happen to you? What is it filed under? Think about it. If you're not going to do it on your job, is it good to do it on video? you're videoing it. But really, I can't understand why anybody wants to do that, to really, and I'm talking about things like some people, they're so unbelievable, adults, who are attacking people on their appearance, on the way they speak, on just their whole physical body or their mental health or whatever. Really? Seriously? At this age? And the people I'm talking about aren't around this age. Now, like I said, one size doesn't fit all. Not everybody does this. But yeah, what I have seen, that's kind of quite disgusting, disturbing, really. What it does remind me of is the whole thing of Mean Girls. I've mentioned this before. When I was growing up, I never heard the term Mean Girls. I don't know, but I heard it later on in life, maybe in my 30s. Somebody mentioned, though, that they sound like mean girls. And, it kind of, I understood, of course, what mean girls means. But, yeah, it was talking about women. I usually don't call women girls. But, yeah, I mean, of course, I got the meaning behind it. But to see this, especially, I'm in my 50s, and a lot of people that I watch are in their 40s and 50s and above. To do that, really, I mean, I'm not trying to shame or guilt or whatever. I'm just trying to point out, and with my attitude along with it. But seriously, I just find that so rebellious teenager, so childish, and not all children do behave this way. But to attack somebody on that kind of thing, or attack anybody anyway, if you read the guidelines, what does it say? Really? Anyway, they are, it does seem like they're cracking down. Search things on YouTube, for recent ones on demonetization and or strikes, community guideline strikes. Just search it, and you see other people making videos saying that this has happened. It happened to them. So it's not me, it's just what I've been seeing. And like I said, when I see people doing these kinds of videos, what would children see? Teenagers, young adults. What do they see? Did you see how close that thing got to me? Did you see that? Yeah. Oh my goodness. But yeah, what would children, like I said, teenagers and young adults who can watch these things, what do you think is setting them up for? But if you're doing it, you might not think that there's anything bad. So what if teenagers and young adults see this? Anybody sees this and thinks, okay, this is the way we do. We get on YouTube. No, we don't. We don't do that. YouTube is saying, no, you can't do that. Yeah, it's kind of like, leaving horrible comments, and YouTube is striking for comments too. Read up on it. I'm not going to go through all of it. I don't, like I said, I don't work for them. But, yeah, look it up. What about these comments? Leaving bad, really negative comments, or making them on people's videos. You can set your comments to where you have to approve each comment, and that way you can monitor what is actually people are seeing. Only you would see it if you didn't approve it. For, things, and what are you teaching if you leave some up that are really just horrible? Is teaching these young people, anybody, any age, that it's okay to get on this platform and take all your anger out on some YouTuber? That's how I see it. Then, like I said, this is just all my opinion. But I approve only a few comments of mine. I never approve any comments that are like that. Let me put it that way. Yeah, I just don't. Why would I? Really? What am I trying? And some people say, oh, well, that gives this and that. Are you sure about that? Are you really sure? Or you just you don't care? Yeah, but like I said, they're striking against comments too. Just real life happens. I just passed this again. I was at the store, so I passed it early this morning. It smells like a dead skunk. Why do we always say a dead skunk? It doesn't have to be a skunk to smell that bad, but isn't that what we say? Or do you say that? Ooh, that smells like a dead skunk. I don't know. It's just one of those things. What is your view on this? How do you see it? Now, there are other ones that If you watch any of those videos about why people got demonetized and what reason they were given, you know, what do you think about them? How do you see it? Are they right on target? What? Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. If you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you would, and I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.